Once you have a system, everything you do succeeds. Most of the problems you face in life, 90% of them, are not unsolvable. The real issue is that you have too many things in your head, too messy, fighting each other, with no clear winner. That is why I say, what you lack is not knowledge, but a way to organize that knowledge. That thing is called a system. Many people confuse a system with a process. Let me give you an analogy. A process is like a recipe. First, chop the vegetables. Second, heat the oil. Third, add to the pan. Fourth, plate the dish. Once you're done, it is over. A system, on the other hand, is the web in your mind. All information that comes in gets automatically classified, automatically sorted, automatically telling you, do this first, set that aside, ignore this one, don't even bother with that. Simply put, a process teaches you how to do things. A system helps you decide what to do and what not to do. Why smart people mess things up. I've met many smart people. They have exceptional memory, lightnings, and fast reactions. They can quote from classics and analyze one problem from different angles. But when you ask them to independently execute something, they often mess it up because they only know how to take things apart, not how to put them back together. It is like giving you a box of parts. No matter how quickly you disassemble them, without a blueprint, you're left with a pile of scrap metal. The gap between knowing and doing isn't just about execution, it is about prioritization. When 10 important things pop into your head at once, you're paralyzed. When 20 principles weigh on your mind at the same time, you become greedy. You want to do everything, apply every principle, and end up with every decision fighting against itself. Take this example. Lying in bed at night, you think, starting tomorrow, I'll wake up early, exercise, study English, start a side hustle, spend time with family. Then the alarm goes off the next morning. The early bird in your head says, get up. The sleepy head says, snooze. The anxious voice says, you won't finish anything anyway, so rest a bit longer. These three voices argue for half an hour, and in the end, you do nothing. It is not that you're lazy. It is that you don't have a system to prioritize those thoughts. The purpose of a system is not to teach you how to do addition. It forces you to learn subtraction. It filters out 90% of the noise, leaving only the essential 10% to execute. R. A system is the furnace in your mind. I've developed a habit. Whenever I learn something new, I run it through my system. I ask myself, does this new piece of knowledge conflict with any existing principle? If they fight, which one stays? Which one gets modified? Which one gets thrown out? This process is like smelting steel. Ore goes in through high heat, repeated forging, and finally, molten steel comes out. A system is that furnace in your mind. People ask me, why can you write about such a wide range of topics? It seems like you know everything. The truth is, I don't know much. I just have a filtering system. Whatever comes in gets screened first. Useful stuff stays. Useless stuff doesn't even last the night. What remains collides with each other, and through those collisions, new things are born. What you see as effortless mastery is actually the system doing the heavy lifting for me. To build a system. First, learn to subtract. The process of building a system is actually quite painful because you have to force yourself to face a reality. Most of the principles you thought you understood well are actually just fragments. It is like having thousands of Lego bricks without the blueprint. You'll never build the castle. To draw that blueprint, you have to personally shatter many of your own the beliefs. This is an action some people are unwilling to take their entire lives. They'd rather keep collecting useful tips, buying books, taking courses, letting more information pile up in their minds, because being busy gives a sense of security. I'm learning every day, I'm improving every day. But in reality, you're just organizing someone else's warehouse. You sweat away organizing, yet nothing in that warehouse belongs to you. So, you need to stop at some point, shut off the valve that is constantly feeding you information, and give yourself some quiet time. Dump everything out of your mind, pick it up piece by piece, and ask yourself, what is this really useful for? Where does it belong? The ability to ask this question is itself an important skill. When you've asked it long enough and hard enough, your system will begin to grow. Like a tree, once the trunk is formed, you know exactly where the branches will spread and where the leaves will grow. By then, you'll no longer struggle with, what should I learn, or what should I do? Your system will automatically filter out 90% of the distractions, telling you, this you can give up on, that principle doesn't suit you. you'll no longer feel that what you learn is useless. Because any new knowledge that enters your system will automatically find its place, either strengthening the trunk or growing a new branch. C. Without a system, every effort starts from scratch. I'm particularly struck by the sentiment. Without a system, every effort you make starts from scratch. For example, you learn a new software, then forget it after using it. You read a great book, and a few days later remember nothing, because you didn't place it into a framework. No categorization, no comparison. So over time, it rusts. But someone with a system is different. Every time they learn something new, they're adding a node to their existing web. The clearer the position of each node, the denser and stronger the entire web becomes. Over time, their perspective on problems grows deeper, and their speed at solving problems grows faster. And you, because you restart every time, you're forever stuck in the same place. This isn't a difference in talent, it is a difference in systems. Finally, I want to say this. Once you have a system, everything you do succeeds is not an exaggeration of a system's omnipotence. Rather, without a system, your intelligence, diligence, and execution are all rendered ineffective. You may not be a slow runner, but you're constantly running in circles within a maze. So, starting today, stop piling things into your mind. Pause. Clear out the clutter. Ask yourself 3 questions. First, which principle I've learned has actually helped me solve a problem? Second, how many ideas in my mind were stuffed there by others, never verified by myself? Third, if I could only keep 3 core principles, which 3 would I choose? Think these 3 questions through, and your system will begin to sprout.